What's poppin'? Good morning. How you doing today? I am doing okay. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How am I doing today? I'm okay. I'm good today. I feel good. And I hope you guys are feeling good too. And today I would like to talk to you guys about letting Jehovah in your marriage or your relationship or your life or any part of anything you got going on. You see, this is the thing. First off, you have to remember that when we're talking about the Jehovah Witness version of Jehovah, technically everybody, but whatever, ignore that part. You have a proven track record of not really adding things that makes you or put you in a position to be successful in life. A proven track record of putting you in bad positions. Now, this is the thing. Whenever you add Jehovah to your, let's start off with relationship. You say, okay, I'm looking for a person I want to hang out with and be cool with. Let me see who's going out of field service and who's making sure they're giving talks and they at every single meeting. I don't see how that translates to somebody being cool and fun to be around. I don't see that correlation. But whatever. Yeah, sure. Chances are that this person that you're like, wow, he's a super duper uber Jehovah Witness, then just know that you can't really be yourself. You know those inner desires where you just want to flash out and be crazy sometimes? Just, let loose and be crazy. When you're with a person like that who's a super duper Jehovah Witness, they'll tell on you. Or they'll constantly be reminding you, now, sister, or now, brother. I don't know, I can't sound like a woman. You need to keep in mind what Jehovah said about drinking too much or being boisterous or using bad language. Just be like, I don't like that. Bring on the spiritually weak people. Because I'm telling you, it's not the greatest people to start off with. And that's just starting off with the relationship. Using the advice given, go out to a brother that's, auxiliary pioneer or really just doing, first off, he's not going to have a lot of time for you. She's not going to have a lot of time for you. And when y'all are together, y'all going to spend all your time talking about Jehovah instead of each other. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it starts off bad. But okay. I'm going to tell you something right now that you need to hear. Any and everybody who's thinking about getting in a relationship, maybe they're fresh out of the organization, maybe you're still in the organization, and you need to know this. I'm going to tell you something that is the absolute truth, and it's going to suck to hear, but if you think about it logically, 100%, it's the actual truth. Starting with, the Bible says that it's better to get married than to be inflamed with lust. At least that's what Jehovah Witnesses took from that. And they take that literally, like, I want to get some. I'm horned up. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you get married? That's exactly like me being like, you know what? I'm really hungry right now. And my friend like, well, why don't you eat your pet dog alive? What? Why would I do that? I mean, at least you won't be hungry no more. But then, yes, I'm eating my favorite dog alive. Like, it's 100 times worse than being hungry. I could also go to the store, pick exactly what I want, season it perfectly the way I want to season it, and then when I finally sit down and cook, I get to cook and enjoy a meal that's perfect for me. Not just eating a random dog alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how marriage should be. You can't just do something because you horned up. Are you kidding me? Does that really sound like a good idea? Even to Jehovah Witness, even when I was a Jehovah Witness, I'm like, that's dumb. that sounds pretty stupid if you ask me. But yes, they say, go ahead. You horned up, just go get married. Go eat a dog raw. This is what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen. You need to live with a person. Because there are 3 things you need to know about somebody before you can marry them. 3 very, very, very important things. And the first thing you need to know about somebody before you marry them is, are they good with finances? I'm not saying they have to have all the money in the world. I'm just saying the money that they do have, how good are they with it? Can they keep their bills paid? Can they put money to the side? Are they out here buying stupid like cars with rims and spending all their money and living check to check when they could actually build something, financially feasible for the future? Or are they just out here being dumb and, because this is the thing. You can look like you're doing very well with money while also doing very bad with money. But when you can't do that is when somebody's living with you and they can actually see the receipts. So that's one thing you need to know. How good are they with money? And the second, probably even more important thing is, do you like this person? Now, you can like somebody from time to time. You can like somebody 3-4 hours a day. That's easy to like somebody for 3 to 4 hours a day. But to like somebody for 24 hours every single day for an extended amount of time, that's when you know whether or not you really like somebody. Or if they have just a habit that you just cannot get over. Oh, he keeps eating his boogers. I just can't. That's a deal breaker. These are things you need to know before you say, all right, day one, from here on, we living together forever. Remember, this is a lifelong bond we're talking about getting into. You don't want to just immediately start living with them the day one after you get married to them. No. You need to know that the marriage is going to work. And you only know that if you live with a person and see what they are, what their habits are. Do they keep the house clean? Do they get on your nerves? Are they just irritating to be around more than just a couple hours a day? These are things you can only learn by living with somebody. And then the third thing you need to know, probably maybe the most important thing you need to know, that is absolutely against Jehovah's will. How are they sexy time? How are they doing sexy time? You know what I'm saying? Are they good? Are they bad? Is it big and long or short and small? You know what I'm saying? These are things you need to know before you commit yourself, mind, body, and soul to another person for the rest of your life. Imagine day one after you get married, you have a $10,000 wedding, and then you're sitting there, you finally go on vacation, and you like, yes, I'm about to finally get some, and you pull it out, and it look like this. It's like, oh yeah, come get this. You want this, don't you? You want this pinky action. Come get it. Oh, to say you'd be disappointed is an understatement. 100%. You'd be disappointed, uninspired, mad, pissed off, led astray. You probably want to punch somebody. You probably will punch somebody. And this is what I'm saying. It's very important that you live with somebody and you get to know them by being around them constantly, mind, body, and soul, and then deciding whether or not they're worthy of committing yourself to for the rest of your life. That's the way you do it. And the crazy part is, even then it doesn't always work, but it's way better than, I'm really horny, so fine, we'll get married. No, that makes no sense. You see, you shouldn't let Jehovah in your marriage, okay? It's not smart at all, not even a little bit. Because let's go over some of the things that Jehovah says in the marriage. Let's say your husband punches you in the face, right? First off, what did you do to get punched in the face? Jehovah immediately goes to victim blaming. And once he does that, first off, instead of calling the police and getting a divorce, he's like, tell the elders, they'll talk to him. Hey, don't punch your wife, okay? It's not cool, brother. It's not cool. And you will get in trouble if you leave him. You will get in trouble if you divorce him. You, not him. You. Because getting punched in the face is not a divorceable offense according to the Jehovah Witness organization. I personally think it's a deal breaker, but what do I know? I'm not the almighty, all-knowing God. I'm not that intelligent. It takes the intelligence of a mighty, loving God to say, you know what? Husband might punch you. Just take it. You'll survive, probably. If you don't, then, you'll be a new system. It's not good to let this guy in your relationship, okay? Or your life in general. Because he's not beyond telling you, oh, you have a really nice, well-paying job that you work hard to do. Quit it. Go out and field service more and make money for us. See, this is the thing. And I'm being honest with you. If you want a relationship, a marriage, to work out long-term, you have to live with the person you're trying to be with. You have to see how they are and what it's like to be with them. And you have to make sure that it fits. If it doesn't fit in your life, then leave. So, to be honest, if you do move with somebody, I would not advise you move into a place where you can't pay the complete amount of the rent by yourself. That's advice one. And if you do, because if the relationship don't work out, you don't want to be sitting there holding the tab on a rent or something like that, or a mortgage that you absolutely can't pay for. I definitely wouldn't buy a house with somebody I'm just dating. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, if you are gonna move in with a guy or whatever, or you're gonna move in with a girl, make sure you have money saved up, at least a couple months rent or security, so in case you do need to move out, you can without a problem. You know what I mean? Relationships, breakups are bad, but that's why you should be prepared in case it is. These are things that you'll never be told if you're a Jehovah Witness. But you should absolutely 1000% live with somebody if you think that they're good enough to possibly have a future with. I wouldn't move in day one. Probably be after the first year or something like that. Once you know that outside they can hold it together for a nice amount of time, you're like, okay, we'll move on to step 2. Let's see if you can keep it together once we move in together. And that's how that works. It's either that or eating a dog alive. I imagine that's disgusting, and the dog is probably going to fight back. And they bite hard, trust me, I know. Anyway, man, I hope y'all heed my advice. It's your boy, Jay the Comedian. I'm having a great day. Hope you're having a great day. Subscribe if you haven't. Holla at your guala. Deuces.